All right, sorry guys for the interruption. There was some recording issues, so I lost everything, but it's okay. We're going to go over the performance indicators and some more series events. So, explain the nature of marketing plans. Um, Basically, you're going to see this on like 90% of role plays. It's going to be, or you're going to want to go up to your judge and set the scene. And then when you eventually get to your first performance indicator, you're going to say to him or her, okay, I want to explain to you the nature of marketing plans, and then connect it to the context of the role play. So you would basically talk about what is a marketing plan, why companies need a marketing plan, how to go about creating a marketing plan, what is the purpose of a marketing plan, and you need to answer these questions. We've already been over a lot of these concepts, so you should know these. So I'm going to try to go rather quick through these because I also have a 20-minute recording cap. But yeah, so explain the concept of marketing strategies. This is going to be where you transition from marketing plans. So you could say something like, now that I've established to you the importance of marketing plans, I want to introduce marketing strategy. I want to define marketing strategies and how we can implement them into our marketing plan. That way, you're not just kind of throwing marketing strategies out of left field. You're giving them a sentence to transition and to shift our focus to marketing strategies. Because if you try to put marketing strategies in with marketing plan, they might miss some key information when grading. So for marketing strategies, similar to the marketing plans, you're just going to go through what are marketing strategies? What are the types of marketing strategies? Why we need marketing strategies? And you should connect it back to the context of your role play. So since this is an apparel and accessories role play, you might choose a marketing strategy to incorporate into your marketing plan that targets a certain group of individuals. Someone who's more likely to buy a certain style of clothing, or someone in the geographical region, right? Explain the concept of market and market identification. This is going to be talking about the types of market. What is a market? How do I identify a market? What is market identification? Talking about target markets, talking about psychological and demographic qualities of markets, and how we can use them to identify our target market. The fourth one, identify communication channels used in sales promotion. Like the previous test questions we went over, channels of communication could be verbal, nonverbal, it could be face-to-face, it could be more likely through text, through email, through advertising. Specifically in sales promotion, we might use sales representatives, we might promote via advertisements like billboards and television ads and stuff like that. So give concrete examples and how you're going to apply those to your marketing plan. And then finally, distinguish between retailing and marketing. After you say all these four performance indicators first, I'm going to go, finally, I want to distinguish between retailing and marketing. I want to clear up any confusion so we can finalize this deal, blah, 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 whatever the situation is. So basically, you're going to talk about how marketing is more of the relationship between consumer and the company, getting the product in front of as many customers as possible, whereas retailing is more the selling aspect. Next, we have sports entertainment marketing. Number one, explain the nature of marketing plans. Wait a minute. Explain the concept of marketing strategies? Wait just a minute. Explain the concept of market and market identification? What? Side by side? Well, by golly, they're the same. The first three in this sports and entertainment marketing performance indicators are the same first three of the apparel and accessory performance indicators. First of all, this tells me that this is probably the same instructional area, but more importantly, it proves to me that these are the crucial for you to know. These show up a lot, especially this first one. So since these are repeats, we're not going to go through them, but no, just because I'm not going to go through them again doesn't make them less important. If anything, it makes them more important. Number 4, communicate core values of product service. So you're just going to be talking about how you communicate your business's values, not only through mission statements, not only through like press releases, but also built within your product or service. So that might be one of your values is, hey, our venue, we want to offer a great customer experience, and our core value is, customer first, our customer first guarantee. Or maybe it's something bigger, like our commitment to preserving the environment, right? Having sustainable practices for all of our venues, all of our sporting events. And we communicate this through our product or service. With sports and entertainment marketing, your product is going to be that event. And identify communication channels using sales promotion. Well, by golly, would you look at this? Number 4, number 5 matchup. These are almost the exact same performance indicators. So you might be asking like, oh, well, I could just say the same thing for each of them. If I just memorize what to say, then I'll get 100. No. Each and every role play is different and has different nuances and complexities. These two events, while they almost have the same performance indicators, you would approach them completely differently because you want to stress what's important about your series event. In sports and entertainment marketing, you're not going to be using any of the apparel and accessories lingo. You're not going to be talking about fashion. The same thing with apparel and accessories marketing. It's very unlikely you're going to mention anything about sporting events, right? And especially with apparel and accessories marketing, even if they're both about making like a marketing plan, your plans are going to vary. And so in each of these role plays, you're going to be talking about various different things. So keep that in mind. I mean, you're only choosing one of these, but if you're transitioning from one of these marketing series events to another, just know that there's complexities to it. Let's go over some lesser competitive events, such as retail merchandising. DECA defines it as one where participants will be challenged to perform marketing functions and tasks that can be applied to retail establishments. So a little bit more specific, as we're just talking about retail. And similar to this performance indicator, distinguish between retailing and marketing. Now, instead of distinguishing the difference, we're combining the two. And I thought this would be useful. The 5 rights of merchandising. This is like a little cheat code you can use for RMS. Just think the right merchandise in the right quantities at the right time at the right price in the right place. I mean, you could do it in any order, but these are the 5 things, right? So you want to be selling the right thing, the right amount of it at the right time, at the right place, in the right place. That's not going to give you the answers, but it's going to give you a place to start. Here are some performance indicators. So, explain the concept of market and market identification. We had that one already. That's been in all of them so far. Explain the role of promotion as a marketing function. Okay, we got something finally different. And as you'll notice, the rest of these performance indicators are mainly about promotion. So, what I would do with this performance indicator is talk about why we need promotion and how we use it to market. So, and this is going to come up in the very next performance indicator, but talk about the different types of promotion and how you can use them. And in this performance indicator, talk about the types of promotion. Are you promoting digitally? Are you promoting via mail? Is it like you're promoting your brand image? Like, what type of promoting are you doing? And how does that fit into your marketing plan? Assuming that's what the role play asks you to do. I mean, all the role players are going to ask you different things. Identify communication channels used in sales promotion. Again, we got this one already, but it's going to be like our verbal, nonverbal communication, our email, our mail, all the ways we're going to be able to sell our or promote the selling of our product. And then identify components of a retail image. This is like that one test question we went over about our brand image or our brand identity. What goes into creating our retail image? Okay, it's like our brand identity. The 4Ps a lot of times go into your retail image. It's your actions, your mission, your values. That all creates your image. Let me take a quick sip of water. Food marketing services. I'm going to try to go through this fast, but food. Have knowledge of food. Not just food. Like, you can't just eat a lot, right? I would recommend researching the operations of, kind of like quick serve restaurant management. But more so like proper packaging of food, how to keep food safe so it doesn't spoil, so you don't create any of those controversies, things like that. Very good to go through DECA Plus and look at current events, as there's a lot that relate to this kind of food marketing. Performance indicators, analyze product information to identify product features and benefits. You're going to be going over the quality of your products, your product utility, how much value can your customer get out of your product, and how are they analyzing your product information to figure that out. Are you trying to lay out your features and benefits in a way to where it's easy to identify them, easy to analyze? How does your product information compare to competitors? How are consumers going to analyze them differently? This one is very rich in things you can say. Don't have all the time to explain it, but this one's big and important. This could easily take you 5 minutes, but don't spend that long on it because you only get 10 minutes. Explain the role of customer service as a component of selling relationships. We already talked about that. Or did we? I don't know. It's similar to one of the ones we talked about, but it's going to be customer service minded, just nice, friendly, positive reinforcement, being nice, being respectful, soliciting feedback in order to bring people back. And that's going to go into our third one, which is building a clientele. Is you want that positive reinforcement in the customer service mindset, so you can get people coming back. But you also want to build the clientele through reaching out to potential target markets, whether that's through email or through community events, stuff like that. Explain factors affecting pricing decisions. That's going to be your economy, supply and demand. That's going to be any alterations to the market, any new legislation, regulations, all that type of stuff. And then finally, identify product services competitive advantage. What makes a product competitive, and how does that change depending on the target market you're targeting, and how does it compare to your competitors? And remember to connect them all back to the role play. Business, services, marketing. This is like all the other marketings, but no products, just businesses. So no products, just services. So if you don't like that product stuff, this is it for you. Not very competitive. Here is just some general information. You can pause it to read it. But the key thing I want to stress is remember that BSM is about business to business marketing. So your clientele is not going to be just individuals, but businesses. And then here are the performance indicators. Explain the nature of positive customer relations. That's very similar to ones we've already done. Demonstrate customer service mindset just through non-verbal positive reinforcement, being understanding, being an active listener, solving customers' complaints and problems, being compassionate, all that type of stuff. Reinforce service orientation. That's kind of the same thing. Explain the concept of productivity. I would say focus on both resources but also efficiency within the operating process and businesses. Productivity both through your business image but also through the marketing aspect. And then identify product/services competitive advantage. We already had that one. And I want to just kind of leave us out on one final thing is studying. CDC is coming up, so it's very important for you to be studying, not just the test because that's more that's coming up, but also role plays because I think you really got to study for the role play months in advance. Best resource for testing, Answer Right. Best resource for role play and general knowledge, DECA Plus. Use DECA Plus for the flashcards, performance indicators, sample role plays, current events, different business related articles. Answer Right for all the practice tests. Answer Right is an amazing resource. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank you for coming. Have a wonderful rest of your day.